Hello, my lovelies. This is Goddess Healing Oracle coming to you with a general reading for the collective. It's kind of feeling like it's a type of love reading. I actually woke up, so it's like 4 something, almost 5 in the morning. I've been up for about an hour writing and meditating, and got a bunch of general messages, but when I went to the cards to see what was coming out, I kept on seeing, every time I cut the deck, as I was shuffling, I kept on seeing the Two of Cups. So it's feeling like a love oracle, a love reading. I'm pretty tired, but so I just wanted to see what other messages came out. Let's see. So that's the other card that kept coming out, the Four of Wands. That's interesting. Two of Wands. This is probably going to be a little scattered, a little all over the place. I'm pretty tired, but I honestly just could not sleep, and I just felt like I had to record. I literally thought to myself, I really need to go to sleep 3 separate times, and I was like, no, I can't. 10 of Pentacles is another nice relationship. It could be a relationship. Well, in this case, I'm just going to go with like a love reading. Six of Cups. Could be somebody is coming back from your past. Could be a past soulmate that's coming back, or it could be a reconciliation. The situation that didn't pan out. Oh, the Emperor. Wow. All right. I was just going in that direction. I'm not trying to lead it in any particular direction. I did want to say that it's October 10th. So we're in the 10-10 portal. 10s are completion and are good opportunities to reassess the past, the lessons that have been learned, and decide what we want. The lovers. Wow. Okay. That's what we're going with. I put that next to the Two of Cups. So it's the same dual energy. So we have two, well, not two, but pairs, and then we have 10-10. So is there somebody that we need to release in our life, or is a Four of Wands again? What the heck is going on? Four of Wands. I'm just putting these out as kind of signposts along the way of how, can't really see that, can you? You figure out a different, I have all this seasonal decorations here because I just felt really festive. So I got a bunch of stuff, and I never do that normally. Normally, it's like I'm a cave dweller that doesn't like to take note. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. Doesn't like to take any kind of note. The other side of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. I never like to take note of time passing because I've always lived in like thinking. I'm always thinking to myself, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that. But this year I'm just not in that energy at all. I'm actually in an energy of I am doing and being and accomplishing. So I don't know. It was the first time in years that I felt like really enjoying and celebrating the change of seasons, and kind of looking back on the past year and being like, wow, I really did some stuff, it's all about your perspective. What we got here, the Eight of Cups, moving on. That's the Four of, oh wow, this is so interesting. The Eight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, almost opposite energies. One is moving on, and starting on a new journey. The other one is holding on, or maybe holding back. So this is also an example of the duality that we're seeing here, the twos. We have maybe what we are right now is at a crossroads. Oh yeah, we did see the Two of Wands earlier. When I cut the deck, we saw the Two of Wands. What's this? The King of Swords. Is this an air? This could be an air sign. Aquarius, Libra, or I can't even remember right now. Sorry, it's literally so early in the morning for me. I have to get up in a couple, 2 hours. But Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah, so this could be that. Could be an energy of cutting off. Could be somebody who's in our lives that's very highly intellectual. And maybe it could be a little bit harsh. Could be somebody who's all logic, emotionally unavailable. So we might have a decision that we need to make, whether that's in our best interest. The 10 of Pentacles coming out again. That's not when I cut the deck. All right. Right now, I'm sorry for how scattered everything is, but so yeah. So the messages I was getting, and this kind of goes on in line with just my feeling like of the seasonal change, were messages about looking at your situation, looking at your past, so to speak. I mean, not if you believe in time. If you believe time is, some people, if you listen to different creators, time is an illusion, and I'm not trying to mock it, because I would love for it to be not a matter necessarily of doing certain things or accomplishing certain things, but rather just being in the moment, being present in the moment, and being the Queen of Swords. What the heck? Okay, so we have counterparts. Oh, I didn't take out the King. All right, but we saw it, so that still counts. So the Queen of Swords. So that might be the energy that we're in too. So we have what could be considered a divine counterpart, maybe two people who are holding back emotionally and doing more thinking. There's more thinking here. There's action in the sign, air signs. There is action, but there's just a lot of intellectual energy here. And so anyway, so I was writing down about just basically looking at the past and learning from it. What lessons can you take away from it? If you were to write down your situation and look at it objectively, so in other words, from the point of view of some other person, and this is a good exercise to do. What advice would you give yourself? What lessons would you say you would learn? What silver linings would you see in, maybe situations that you perceived as bad at the time or unpleasant? What could you learn from them? What of your own gifts were triggered? Like what special gifts that you have were you able to display because something happened in your life? And what advice would you give to somebody who was in that situation? If you were that person's friend, if you had that person's best interests at heart, what would you say to that person? Now, what we got to do is get out of our own heads sometimes and love on ourselves the way we would do to somebody else. So if somebody explained that situation to you, what would you tell them? How would you encourage them? And we should be able to be the recipient of that kind of love and the power of that intuition, wisdom that we have. Like, what if you don't have anybody else in your life that it has the kind of spiritual gifts of discernment and of great love and wisdom, intuition, and is as free thinking? Some people are so locked in that, you kind of miss the big picture of things. But really, the vast majority of us have a tremendous amount to be grateful for in our experiences, even the bad ones, because it's giving us an opportunity to to find out things about ourselves that we wouldn't even have realized if that thing didn't happen. Like maybe, you know, maybe you're an incredibly generous person, but you'd be willing to give to somebody else who was in need with a Wheel of Fortune, if they told you the circumstances they were in, but you're not generous with yourself. Like that's another thing I was thinking when I was buying these decorations is that I never adorn my space like in this fashion, you know, pumpkins and, you know, so kind of flowers and stuff. Can't see everything. I got new candles and got this adorable, I don't even know what it is. I almost feel like it's an ashtray, but I'm not sure, of these little witches boots. I never do it because I consider, oh, it's just a waste of money. Oh, I'm just gonna use it for a couple, couple weeks in the year. But then this year I was like, I love it when I am over people's houses and their spaces are just like decorated. Just I don't even know how to explain it. It's just such a warm feeling. It's like there's love there. That there's love for the space. The spaces has been almost like anointed in a sense. And when you come into it, you're part of that. But I never do it for myself. So this year I'm like, just go ahead. You deserve to spend that money on yourself, even if it is for only a couple weeks and then you switch it out. I mean, I know that I'm not saying anything other people don't already realize. Other people do. I'm just saying for me, it was, I feel like it represented me giving myself the love that I enjoy when I see that kind of energy, when I see it in others, but I never gave myself permission to do it. This is the first time in, oh gosh, well, definitely since I was divorced. So that's been like 3-4 years. But anyway, so, and it's not like I couldn't afford it. It's just like I couldn't afford it emotionally. I wouldn't allow it. So we need to give ourselves permission to have beauty and stuff. Oh, look at that. Huh. It's the Three of Swords, but it's in reverse. What? Do I have the deck right? Yeah, that's interesting. It's the only card that's in reverse. That is so cool. So typically Three of Swords, you think it's like a heartbreak, betrayal and stuff like that. But in this case, it's in reverse. So it means having recovered from heartbreak or even avoided it entirely, healed from it. Wow, that's great. So this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. It's just, well, it's funny how this happens as I'm talking. Sometimes cards will pop out. Six of Swords, moving away from difficult circumstances. And so, we might be moving towards, we're definitely moving towards healing and partnership and whatnot. We see that. And the Ten of Pentacles, that's financial and material wealth, abundance, fulfillment, also health, good health. And it's just very, very solid, very stable. Princess of Swords. So yeah, so there's some people. Oh, what's that? A five of Swords. So some sort of conflict. Okay. So let me not be like Master Sheer Fashion said. Sometimes when you're talking, you could be just rambling and be like a neighbor that's trying to give you advice that you wouldn't necessarily. Oh, the Fool. But starting on a new journey and with fresh energy, and this is the kind of energy in the positive sense that it can be very positive. Well, okay. In a positive sense, it's encouraging because it's like a fresh outlook, a new chances and whatnot. And then, but negatively, it could be like being reckless or negligent. But I don't feel that doesn't fit in with this general. This is like a very, very stable, solid reading so far. see what's at the bottom of the deck here. This almost feels like things that we're moving away from. It's like the Four of Cups, a younger water sign. That's what I had in my situation. Guardedness, karma, justice, karma, Ten of Wands, burdens. Yeah, so the bottom of the deck, let's see what's at the top. There's that 8 again, that 8 of Cups, the walking away, moving away. It looks like right now we're moving away from some past conflict and just difficult experience. And this is something that I heard. Well, I know that it's going on in my life. Like I mentioned before, I got a new job, and I'm going to be moving on from the place that I've been for several years, and I'm just super excited about it. I want a fresh start. I want to challenge myself and try something new and different. It's a different industry, more responsibility, more money, which is what I was, and this is what I was getting to, is that one thing. I don't know if anybody follows Magnetize Yourself with Infinity, but one of the things she was saying the other day is to be aware of when things are kind of like what you're manifesting, but are maybe 1 degree or so off. But they resemble what you're manifesting. She said, don't think of those as failures. Think of them as signposts that your manifestation is coming. And things that are like it, simulacrum, for instance, are showing themselves, presenting themselves to you. So, so that's one of the things, like the abundance that I am calling in. Is one of the ways it's showing itself is in this new position with this, higher pay scale. And that doesn't mean that that's like the end goal. I've arrived. I'm still journeying on forward, but things are showing up that are in that same energy, in the energy of what I'm looking for. So anyway, I hear somebody outside the door. I don't know I hope I'm not being too loud over here. I have no idea what this sounds like outside of where I am. So I don't want to disturb anybody. I'm going to end the reading here. And I hope that somebody got something from this, and it's not just your neighbor rambling along. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to stop the reading there, and leave a comment if there's anything you want to discuss, any questions that you have. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video if you could help anybody, if you think. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off for now. I love you guys so much. Talk to you soon. Good night or good morning.